There's a saying, always under promise but over deliver. Nowadays, NBA players are over promising and under delivering. James Harden and Russell Westbrook have really hurt their careers in the sense of requesting trades when the two MVP players came together and asked to play together in the first place. Russell Westbrook requested a trade out of OKC, only to join the Houston Rockets to leave after a year. You have two MVP caliber players that had no patience, didn't even allow for the ink to dry on the signing trades and all this other stuff, and said, "No, blow it up, we don't want to play with each other." James Harden and Russell Westbrook have a big problem. They overpromise and underdeliver. You're supposed to underpromise and overdeliver. You're not supposed to overpromise and underdeliver. That's horrible. That's backwards. And you're looking at these two guys, and they really need a foot to their ass. Because here's the thing. They put a lot of people in a bind to make those trades. The trade happens. They had to get rid of a lot of pieces just for the trade to happen in the first place. Now James Harden's complaining that he doesn't have enough guys or he doesn't have enough resources. You are the resource. You are the system. So you can't necessarily say that you need more than this, that, and the third. And then you're looking at Russell Westbrook. You know, he's very disingenuous within himself. He's saying that his career is not all about triple championships. Well, let's take a look here. You have the MVP trophy. You have the triple-double records. You have all these other records. You've been to the finals. What is the one thing in your career that you're yet to ascertain? A championship. So yes, it is all about a championship. If you were content, if Russell Westbrook was content with his career not being all about championships, he would have stayed in OKC. He would have stayed in with the Houston Rockets. These guys are very disingenuous. The writing's all over the wall about their career, about their playing style, and they basically got exposed. The two best friends came together to make something work, and after 1 year, they blow it up. 1 year, it was too strenuous. That's horrible. And man, this is what really bothers me, especially about James Harden. James Harden is an MVP caliber player. He's won the MVP. He's always been in the MVP race. Leads the league in scoring. He wants to get traded to the Brooklyn Nets. Team already slated, for glory, so to speak. If Kevin Durant is healthy, they have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. 1A, 1B, however you want to put it. You want to go join them and form a super team, especially with this salary cap? Hell no. Look, think about this. The Warriors have Kelly Oubre under a trade exception, $14 million. They have to fork over an additional $66 million in luxury tax money. So James Harden's contract is like 30-something million. You think they want to pay 5 times that in luxury tax? Another $120 to $150 million? Please, they're not gonna do that. That would be dumb. And for them to dump their whole entire team, especially with the fact that Kevin Durant is still coming back, we don't know how he's gonna come back. That's idiotic within itself. So all that is just to be saying that these two guys have an unrealistic expectation of what organizations should do, and an unrealistic expectation of themselves and what they bring to the floor. Like, yeah, you could fill seats, you could do highlight reels, but after the first round, or if you make the playoffs, you're done. You're not that deal. And James Harden requesting a trade. Free agency is one thing. You sign somewhere. That makes sense. You sign wherever you want to sign. You're requesting a trade to a team that's already established. That's different than LeBron James going to the Heat. That's different from Kevin Durant joining the team that beat him. To me, like, this is up there. This is like really bad. Like, this is an extra hit on his legacy, because basically what he's saying is, not only I can't do another MVP, I can't do it by myself. I can't do another MVP player. I have to get 2 MVP type players just so I can compete. Forget winning a championship, just so I can compete. I've been to Western Conference Finals. I know all this other stuff. Never made over the hump, but I need more so I can compete. James Harden is killing his legacy. Forget Russell Westbrook's legacy, because Russell Westbrook's game, we never thought his game was like, damn, this is championship level game. This is like spectacular game. Like, Russell Westbrook is one of those guys, just makes incredible plays all the time, but we never looked at him like, yo, this guy's a championship kind of player. He makes winning plays. We never looked at it like that. We just looked at him like spectacular. You got those guys that are spectacular, and you guys got guys that are fundamentally sound. Like, you have KG, spectacular, and you got Tim Duncan. I'm trying to win chips. Not to say KG didn't win chips, but KG was more flashy though. Amari Stoudemire is a better example. Amari Stoudemire, Tim Duncan, better example. Right then and there. One guy's spectacular, one guy's just, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to do whatever I need to do to win. And that's just it, man. Like James Harden, he really took a hit on his legacy. He has no room to ask for anything. Keep him in Houston, leave him in purgatory. Because when you're looking at Hakeem Olajuwon, he never played with another MVP player like Russell Westbrook. Tracy McGrady never played with another MVP player like Russell Westbrook. Those guys didn't complain. They just played. They just balled out. Hakeem won 2 championships, of course. He had a solid team around him. Rockets, when they had a solid team around them, Chris Paul, of course, went down with injury. But the next year, Kevin Durant goes down, calf, and you lose that game 5. Then you lose game 6. No excuses, guys. No excuses for these guys. These guys made their bed. Now they got to lay in. Of course, they traded Russell Westbrook to the Wizards. And with that trade, you're looking at John Wall and Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook's better than John Wall. So that trade didn't even make sense to me. It's just going to be another issue, and James Harden's going to say he wants out again. Bo Silas made an interesting comment. He's giving James Harden space. You know why he's giving him space? He knows that they're going to force him to play this season. They're not trading you. Hell no. Fertitta is not doing that. That is not in his vocabulary. You already made this warrant. We did whatever you wanted. Now it's time for you to do what we want. Hoops Junction, Hoops Meets Hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.